Slice of Life Video Production strives to bring the snowmobile enthusiast the most exciting snowmobile action to video, from mild to wild. From snowcross action to hill climb action. The riders provide the action, we provide the show. Slice of Life Video Production. To order, call 1-800-USA-TAPE. This video made possible thanks to the Jackson Hole Snow Devils, Camoplast, HJC Helmets, Cowboy Village Resort at Togedy, Exus Aluminum Trailers, Highmark Performance, PSI Performance, Sports Tech, Are You Outside, Starting Line Products, Tri-City Polaris, USI, Extreme Polaris.
Okay, tell me, why are you guys here today?
Because it's Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
We're here to see the races. What do you expect?
Which races would that be?
Boy, I don't know. Somebody said they was having snowmobile hill climbs, but I'm not.
Yes, welcome to the Jackson Hole Oval Races. The second half of the track.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the wild world of snowmobile hill climbing. Possibly the most spectacular form of racing to hit the snow. No doubt one of the most extreme. Hi everyone, I'm Rick Roos and we're here at the Snow King Resort in Jackson Hole, Wyoming for the running of the 21st Annual World Championship Snowmobile Hill Climb. Friday qualifications are held on the lower portion of the course. The racers qualify by time, not distance. The schedule for this three-day event will see the qualifications for the stock and trail mod machines today. Saturday will be the qualifications for the modified machines. And come Sunday, the finals for all classes plus the King of the Hill runs will be held. Only the top qualifiers from throughout North America earn the right to compete here at the World Championship Hill Climbs on this spectacular weekend. For 21 years, the local snowmobile club, better known as the Jackson Hole Snow Devils, have been putting on this world-class event. Let's talk with some of these volunteers and spectators.
We're sitting here with a tent official. What exactly does a tent official do?
The tent official makes sure that all the tents are up and the vendors are in their tents.
Are all the tents up?
They're up.
And are all the vendors in their tents?
Vendors are in their tents.
Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one fabulous tent official here.
And part-time hot dog salesman.
Okay, we're sitting here with the world-famous George. George, what does it take to make a fabulous burger here at the World Championships?
A lot of grease.
A lot of grease?
And a lot of propane.
A lot of propane? What exactly we got cooking here, George?
Basic burgers.
Basic burgers. Is this genuine Wyoming beef here?
No, I don't think so.
Not exactly. George, let me ask you, what's in the cup over here?
This?
Yeah.
This is to clean the grills.
Obviously they're using some sort of beer apparatus to clean the grills. That gives it that World Championship flavor that's only available here.
That's right.
Right now we're talking with Charlie Cozy, who's the Hill Boss. Charlie, what exactly is a Hill Boss?
He runs the biggest daycare center in Teton County for the whole weekend here. Trying to keep all these yahoos in line. That's what it means.
You got anything to say? Any fans you want to say hello to or anything else?
Yeah, hi to the guys in the burger tent. Your burgers are lousy.
What we have here at the World Championships is official World Championship lawn wear. Since there are no lawns at the World Championships, what would you consider this? Trailer wear?
Definitely trailer wear.
So not to be confused with trailer trash in any way, but trailer wear.
No trailer trash.
You have to lean back, you got to have your goggles. This is the official apparatus for viewing the World Championships. You have your pair of binoculars here. You've got comfortable shoes. You have the lawn chair folded in half for extra rectal support. And you've got some good friends and fresh fruit behind you, just so everybody stays in a happy-go-lucky mood. We got a wanted man in most states here. Note the official World Championship Snowmobile Hillclimb apparel and the Bud Light. Now, where'd you get a toque like that?
I ordered it. I didn't make it.
Didn't make it. So what do you think? You having a good time?
Oh, all the time.
Enjoying the racing?
Yep, every year.
How about these crazy people you're with? How you guys doing?
They're scared, watch them.
They're scared? They're all camera shy?
Extremely shy.
Oh, we're scared.
Last time we were on video, we got convicted of something.
Nestled high in the mountains of the Bridger-Teton National Forest, Cowboy Village Resort at Togety has become the world's premier snowmobile resort for winter vacations. From deep powder riding to the breathtaking views, we offer something for everyone. As a full-service resort with all the Western hospitality, there's no doubt the best just got better. And when in Jackson for the hill climb, plan your stay at the Cowboy Village at Jackson. For more information, call 1-800-543-2847. Saturday morning, an unexpected spring snowstorm has arrived and is playing havoc with the qualifying of the modified machines. The wind is blowing 20 to 40 miles an hour and the temperature has dropped drastically. The course has been moved to upper exhibition for the modified classes. Only one problem. Can't see upper exhibition, can't see the racers, and the racers can't see the course. The Mod 1 and Mod 2 classes would suffer the most. Norris Brown would be the first in the Mod 2 class to braille his way along the course to the top.
Talking with David Thompson with Skidoo. Dave, obviously the snow is a factor today. How is that affecting the team?
It's affecting everybody in a negative way today. The visibility up the top of the hill is almost zero, not only from the snow, but also it's quite a bit of fog at the top of the hill, and the wind's blowing 20 to 30 miles an hour, so it's affecting everybody in a bad way.
Obviously, this is something that we're going to have to overcome. No one knew we were going to get up to 16 inches of snow today. Day 2 of the World Championship Snowmobile Hillclimb. Obviously, Skidoo's ready.
Yeah, we're ready. The finals are tomorrow. We'll get through today. One of our riders, Norris Brown's been the only one to get over the top so far. So at this point, we're in the lead, and we're looking forward to better weather tomorrow for the finals.
All right. Thank you very much. Once again, David Thompson with Skidoo.
Next to the top would be Kurt Williamson. For the first time in many years, the majority of the Mod 1 and Mod 2 racers would be lucky to make it to the second catwalk on the course. The start of Mod 3 would see the snow somewhat subside, and all eyes were looking up the course for direction and layout. Many of the racers could physically see the course for the first time. The Mod 3 class would provide some spectacular action for those fans that have braved the cold and snow on this blustery Saturday. The Mod 4 class was up next. The snow had stopped, but the temperatures remain cold. If anything can come out of this cold and snowy conditions, it's that Sunday's course will have plenty of snow for the finals. And that means we will see some incredible fast runs come Sunday. Snowmobile hill climbing is really quite a unique form of racing when you think about it. The focus of the event is to crown the overall winners, one in stock, one in trail mod, and one in modified as King of the Hills. No second place is awarded here, but then again, whoever went to a race to finish second place. The Mod Open class, unlimited engine size and anything goes. Just look at the power these machines display when we watch number 46, Norm Hebert, out of British Columbia, Canada, motor his way up the mountain displaying both an awesome ride and an incredible horsepower from the machine. The course on exhibition is incredibly steep and can only be appreciated by physically being on the mountain. The type of steepness that scares even the most hardy fans that chose to venture up the mountain to get closer to the action. To witness these machines scale this mountainside is nothing short of spectacular. The blue and red flags you see mark the boundaries of the course and are referred to as gates. The purpose of the gates are to confine the racers to a certain portion of the course while climbing. This adds both to the difficulty of the course as well as the variety of the course over the three-day event. Miss a gate or knock one down, you're finished for that run. As we watch these modified machines literally scream up the mountainside on one of the steepest ski runs in North America, we should be reminded that this hill climb, the 21st annual, marks the 10-year anniversary of the first snowmobile to ever go over the top of Snow King Mountain. 10 years ago, Ward Barnes rode a modified 500 Polaris over the top, and the rest was history. The stock classes are sponsored by Extreme Polaris. Located in Erie, Colorado, Extreme is your Colorado connection for Polaris snowmobiles, ATVs, and watercraft. Extreme Polaris is proud to sponsor Kenny Huseman, four-time world champion snowmobile hill climber. From pleasure to performance, the largest Polaris dealer in Colorado, Extreme Polaris has everything to fit your needs. 132 racers would attempt to climb exhibition today. The sleds are lined up, and those racers who survived the last 2 days of racing have only one goal in mind: win their class and move on for a chance of the King of the Mountain. First up the mountain is the Stock E class. Number 226, Steve Hill, out of Driggs, Idaho, would take his ZR440 through the first 4 sets of gates and had a great run going, but stayed too far to the right and missed the next set of gates. Steve would have to settle for a third-place finish. Aaron Koch, number 212, would get just above the 5th set of gates Steve Hill missed and edge Steve out for second place. Number 85, Matt Lube, out of Centerville, Utah, would ride his XCR 440 to a first-place victory. Next up is the Stock F class, 500cc and smaller. Kenny Huseman, out of Walden, Colorado, would find himself trying to maneuver one of the gates when things turned ugly. We caught up with Kenny at the bottom for an interview.
Right now we're talking with Ken Huseman. Ken, what happened up there?
Oh, not real smart. Didn't get squared up with the gate, came up to the gate I needed to turn at and was too high. I left, tried the side hills, too slick for that. But can't quit till then.
A local favorite, number 181, Rick Budge, managed to ride his Polaris to a third-place finish. Matt Lube, number 85, returned in the F-Stock class and would ride to a second-place finish, but would find himself in the trees and heading downhill fast. Sid Zollinger, number 49, out of Logan, Utah, rode his 500 summit to an impressive victory. The D-Stock class, 600cc single pipe class, is up next. Scott Albertson found himself following Matt Lube's tracks, but the going would be a little rougher as his sled takes a trip into the trees. The next rider up, Travis Bell, would get to the second catwalk when gravity took over and he bailed to the enjoyment of the fans. Number 148, C.J. Pittington, found himself heading back down the hill to join Travis Bell and his wrecked machine. Russ Seipert would ride his way to a third-place finish. Aaron Koch, number 212, put together a great ride, but found himself going too far right of the red gate and managed to stop his sled atop the third catwalk. This impressive ride would be good enough for a second-place finish. Kenny Huseman, number 147, was up next on a short track XCR 600. For a second year in a row, Kenny would take his sled well above the third catwalk for the first place title in the Stock D class. A problem with the chairlift midway through the finals of the stock classes brought an interesting twist to the entire weekend. The race was stopped for approximately 1 hour while the ski patrol rescued both stranded spectators and racers from the lifts that run directly up the course. Once the people were lowered down off the lift, racing would resume. The C-Stock class was up next. Number 143, Chad Adams, took a detour up through the trees and decided, for the sled safety, to park it in the trees. Chad was shaken up, but managed to make it off the mountain on his own. Sheldon Archibald had a very impressive run as he made his way between the third and fourth catwalk. This mark was almost a shoo-in for a top 3 position. Number 26, Rob Weston, would just fall short of Archibald's high mark. Next up was number 80, Jason Adams out of Colstrip, Montana, aboard a short track XCR 600, who would outclimb both Weston and Archibald to claim a third-place finish. As the snow returned for a second day, number 33, Kyle Hansey, surprised everyone when he rode his 600 ZRT into the chute just feet from the top of the mountain. This would give him almost a sure victory in this class with only one racer left. Last up in the C-Stock class would be number 239, Ron Merrill. This bountiful Utah rider has good momentum coming over to the third catwalk, and he's heading up the chute to the top. Ron Merrill high-marked Kyle Hansey for the C-Stock title and would become only the second rider in the history of the hill climb to take a stock snowmobile through the upper timing lights. The B-Stock class was next, and number 88, Brent Cheney, found himself in trouble early in the race when he lost traction, and then lost his sled. Number 26, Rob Weston, discovered the moguls on the west side of the course to be too much for his ZRT. This would provide the spectators with one of the many spectacular crashes. Charlie Lopeman, number 111, out of Wilson, Wyoming, would get just below the second catwalk before he and his machine would tumble back down the mountain, displaying the brutal steepness of this terrain. Longtime hill climber Donnie Williamson would park his sled on the second catwalk after blowing a gate and any chance of a top finish. Travis Zollinger, out of Mendon, Utah, climbed his 670 summit above the third catwalk for what appeared to be a good run. Was number 27, Brett Rasmussen, out of Preston, Idaho. Polaris rider Derek Stone muscled his 600 XCR Special to an impressive run as he would become the third rider of the day to put a snowmobile into the chute for a third-place finish. Number 273, Carl Mintz, out of Prince George, British Columbia, had a spectacular run on his 670 Summit and would take a second-place finish. Next up is Ski-Doo rider Mark Thompson out of Providence, Utah, wearing a helmet cam. Mark has a spectacular ride going. He has managed to maintain his speed and momentum, and he's up and over the third catwalk heading for the chute. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a day for the history books. Mark Thompson, riding a 670 Summit, is the first to ever crest the top of Snow King Mountain on a stock snowmobile. Ever to make it over the top of Snow King Mountain. Mark, how does it feel?
Great, great. It's been a feat that a lot of guys have wanted, and as well as me. I wanted it really bad, and it's finally done.
What were you thinking? Did you come up and take a look at the course?
I come up earlier, probably 30 sleds ago, and looked at the conditions, and it was fairly smooth then. It's a lot rougher now. Those 20 or 30 sleds put some big ruts through there, but here at the top, I knew I had to be hard left to get out of there because it was too slick in the bottom.
So you had a game plan when you hit the chute?
Always, yeah.
Congratulations once again, Mark Thompson with Skidoo.
I wanted to do that a long time ago, and it really feels good. Really feels good.
Next up is the big A-stock machines, and number 264, Peter Buchert, was on his way up the course when he found himself drawn to the outside and missed a couple of gates. But he was not about to stop. Number 264 continued up the mountain until he found himself upside down in the chute. Travis Astle rode his way into the bottom portion of the chute to take a third-place finish. Donnie Williamson returned from the disappointing run in the B-stock class with his intentions of winning the A-stock. He turned in a great climb that ended with him stuck in a tree. But that was good enough for a second-place finish. Kevin Mintz from Valmont, British Columbia was on the hill next, and he is turning in a great ride. When it was all said and done, Mintz would turn in the best run to claim the title in the A-stock class. The Trail Mod 1 class is sponsored by Highmark Performance, the makers of the proven EFI turbocharging system and the Highmark Performance needle roller bearing clutch cover and radius helix. Needle roller bearing technology takes snowmobile clutching into the next generation. Features include near frictionless shifting, ultra torque sensitive, maximum acceleration through quick upshifts, ultra quick back shifting, precise RPM control. Improved clutch efficiency means more power to the track. For more information, contact Highmark at 801-264-8656. Rob Weston, number 26, showed why this class is so exciting when he pushed a button on his nitrous-powered cat. But he may have pushed a little too much as he almost misses one of the top gates and finds himself on the brakes to make the turn. And that's about as far as he would get. But wow, what a ride. Michael Lube raced his way to the top, but would not fall in the top 3 positions. Number 17, Eric Heap from Evanston, Wyoming, rode his Arctic Cat to the top for a third-place finish. Number 263, Brad Pate from Felton, Minnesota, one of Arctic Cat's top dog snowcross and cross-country racers, competed in his first ever World Championship hill climb event and took home an impressive second place. Not bad for a flatlander. Sean Semenoff out of British Columbia turned in a great ride to claim the victory in the Trail Mod 1 class. Next up is Trail Mod 2 class, sponsored by Tri-City Polaris. Tired of poor quality setup and service from your dealer? See Tri-City Polaris today. Tri-City Polaris is in the business to help you and your machine perform better. From full custom-built race sleds to high-performance trail sleds, we can do it all. Tri-City Polaris sells Polaris ATVs, snowmobiles, and watercraft. Tri-City is also the exclusive Utah dealer for Exus enclosed aluminum trailers. Need parts and accessories? Tri-City Polaris has all your needs. Call 801-298-8081. Tri-City Polaris, located in Centerville, Utah. Proud sponsors of Darren Gould, Rick Ward, Mike Lube, Matt Lube, Justin Nielsen, and the rest of the Tri-City race team. The Trail Mod 2 class is always a favorite for the crowds at the World Championship Hill Climb. The machines are getting faster as we move into the bigger class, and things are really heating up. Sean Semenoff would return from the Trail Mod 1 class to take an impressive third place. Kirk Hibbert, who had dominated the Snowcross World Series at West Yellowstone just a week prior to this race, found himself aboard a borrowed sled from Mountain Magic Sports. As always, Kirk would thrill the fans with his great riding abilities and would finish with a second place. Rob Weston would return to the Trail Mod 2 class aboard his 1150cc Genesis powered Cat to claim the victory. No nitrous required here, just good old screaming horsepower and lots of it. The Mod 1 is sponsored by HJC Helmets. It's time you knew the name of the #1 selling snowmobile helmet in America, HJC. With models for all types of riding and designs to complement all snowmobiles, HJC offers more than helmets. With its line of Cirrolux snow gear, HJC provides a complete system. Electric face shields, snowmobile luggage, chatterbox communication systems, jackets, bibs, and gloves. A great look with a great price. HJC, a proven performer. Available at leading dealers everywhere. The track has become rutted and the bumps and holes are taking their toll as the Mod 1 racers try to pick their way up the mountainside. Number 48, Dale Hutchings, would manage to climb into the chute and break the timing light for a third place finish. Scott Albertson, number 34, would come back from his wreck in the stock class to claim second place. Justin Nielsen, riding for Tri-City Polaris, put together a good run and claimed the title in the Mod 1 class. The Mod 2 class is sponsored by Exus Aluminum Trailers, located in Soda Springs, Idaho. Exus has been bringing you quality trailers for over 20 years. Exus has unmatched quality and features including all aluminum construction, 6-foot inside height, rubber torsion axles with 14-inch wheels, 4-wheel braking system, sealed plywood floor with tie-downs. Exus can custom build for you. If you're looking for quality, look for Exus, because Exus supports the sport. Things really heated up in the Mod 2 class. The racers were guiding these machines up the mountain in unbelievable times. But the course was still rough enough to stop a machine from making it to the top. Number 42, Sheldon Archibald, shows just how rough this track really is. Sean Larson, number 79, would survive the rough course and take his machine over the top for a third-place finish. Number 28, Sean Semenoff, on his third run of the day, would power his Polaris to a second-place finish. Kurt Williamson, out of Logan, Utah, turned in one of the most impressive rides of the day to take home the crown in Mod 2 class. The Mod 3 class is sponsored by PSI Performance of Wild Rose, Wisconsin. Getting to the top of the steepest hill in Jackson Hole first is as easy as PSI. Contact PSI Performance for all your performance needs, from trail to race, mild to wild. PSI's extensive testing assures that the riders from the East Coast to the West Coast, from 100 feet elevation to 10,000 feet elevation, get the maximum possible performance available from their PSI pipes, porting, and Genesis motors. For more information, contact PSI at 414-622-4555. The Mod 3 class started with one of the most exciting riders of the weekend, number 129, Cale Christensen, out of Dillon, Montana. Next up was Jackson's own Norris Brown, who put together some great runs himself, only to fall short of the top 3 finishers. This class had plenty of action as some of the top racers previewed their riding abilities for the fans, such as the ride by Darren Gould. Not fast enough to put him in the top 3, but it was exciting. Number 280, Kevin McRae, would manage to keep his machine down on the snow and finish with a 3rd place. David Shepard turned in a blistering run that would be good enough for second place. And number 51, Kurt Williamson would win his second race of the day when he powered his 700cc Skidoo up the side of Snow King for an impressive ride. He would fall off his machine in the heart of the chute, but his sled would coast to the top. Now that's fast. The Mod 4 class saw James Godfrey, number 72, well on his way to a great ride when his machine seized just below the fourth catwalk. Reed Headland found himself in trouble at the third catwalk when he and his machine decided to part company. Kevin McRae returned to the mountain to take another third-place finish. Tri-City racer Rick Ward, who had some bad luck all weekend, came on real strong to climb his way into second place. Starting line racer David Shepard edged out Rick Ward by only fractions of a second to claim his title in the Mod 4 class. The Open Mod class is brought to you by USI Tunnelite Skis, manufacturer of the world's first and finest performance plastic skis in the industry. TS201 AST with adjustable ski tip for various terrain. Performer and Bandit available in 5.5-inch and 7-inch wide bottoms. Also available in 20-inch flatline racing skis. Rigid skis are dead. For more information, call USI at 317-423-2984. The Open Mod class, unlimited engine sizes that provide arm-stretching exhilaration and horsepower. Number 98, Laurie Wengberg, out of Langley, British Columbia, had a good run, as did number 129, Cale Christensen. Norris Brown thrilled the crowd as he caught some big air on the third catwalk and landed sideways. Brown would injure his right foot, but managed to come off the mountain on his own. David Shepard found the competition to be extremely tough as he was knocked out of the top 3 positions. Kirk Williamson would take his 4th trip up the mountain today and pull off a well-deserved 3rd-place finish. Number 107, Rick Ward, had an extremely fast run up the course, but once again would finish in 2nd place. Mark Thompson would outrun the whole group as he turned in the fastest run ever in the history of the World Championship Hill Climb. He lit the mountain on fire with a blistering time of 24.5 seconds and would go down in the record books for the 2nd time today. Trail Mod King of the Hill is sponsored by Camoplast. When you're into flat-out performance sledding, you ride hard and you ride fast. So when it comes time to replace your track, get the only one that can keep pace, a Challenger track by Camoplast. There's a Challenger track for every condition. Camoplast, available at leading dealers everywhere. The race had run into the evening hours of Sunday, and there still was some racing to be done. Sean Seminoff, aboard his 600 Trail Mod machine, turned in a clean run in a time of 34.158 seconds. Rob Weston was up next on his 1150cc Articat Trail Mod 2 machine. Rob definitely has the power advantage over Seminoff. Weston hit some big holes midway up the mountain, but still held on for a fine finish and the title for King of the Hill Trail Mod with a time of 31.852. Mod King of the Hill is sponsored by Starting Line Products. Founded in 1972 by Jim Noble, Starting Line Products of Idaho Falls, Idaho, manufactures and distributes high-quality aftermarket products, including hill climbing components. Over the years, SLP has become one of the leading snowmobile aftermarket companies in the world. Several SLP drivers enjoyed success during the '96 hill climb season with support from quality SLP products. Ultralight skis, exhaust systems, power dome billet heads, engine work, and a new line of snowmobile oils give SLP hill climbers an extra edge to reach the top. SLP is a company committed to constant product improvement and innovation. The sun has gone down and darkness is setting in on a long day of racing. First up the mountain is Mod 4 winner David Shepard. David had put in a great run and then ran into problems in the top of the chute and would take a nasty fall that would require some assistance off the mountain. His time was 29.792 seconds. Kirk Williamson would have two chances at the title by virtue of the 2 World Championships he won earlier in the day. Aboard his 600cc Skidoo, Kurt caught some big air that would cost him. He would only manage a time of 31.988, almost 2 seconds slower than Shepard's time. Mark Thompson was up next, and he came screaming up the mountain for the fastest time in the King of the Mountain battle. His time was 29.364, just tenths of a second faster than Shepard. But the racing was not over. We still have 2 racers left. Number 137, Justin Nielsen, would squeeze the throttle of his Mod 1 machine for all it was worth. Kurt Williamson had one last chance to claim the first ever World Championship King of the Hill title. As dusk was turning to night, Kurt would take his 700cc Mod 3 sled up the mountain and claim the title with a time of 28.361 seconds. Stock King of the Hill. The stock sleds, normally ran first, would run last in the King of the Hill battle. With nightfall closing in, the headlights came in handy. C-Stock winner Ron Merrill, number 239, aboard his ZRT would go first. For the second time today, Ron would take his machine into the chute and come only feet from making it over the top. Next up was D-Stock winner Kenny Huseman. His ride went in midway up the mountain when he planted the sled into the side of a deep rut. Mark Thompson was back on his stalker, hoping to take it over the top for the second time today, but would fall short as he found himself in the same rut Huseman hit. Kevin Mintz, A-Stock winner aboard his 800 ZRT, looked as if he was going to the top, but lost momentum and traction. E-Stock winner Sid Zollinger enjoyed his night ride up Snow King Mountain, but would not come close to the top. As we look over the town of Jackson Hole, Wyoming, Ron Merrill from Utah would be crowned Stock King of the Mountain.
Here with Matt with Sports Tech. Matt, what do we got here?
All right, we got the back thing. This is the #1 back support for all of snowmobiling right now. All the top dog cross country and snowcross racers are wearing these, as well as most of the hill climbers. It's kind of replaced the kidney belt. It's a nice, soft, flexible support. Nothing hard, nothing stiff in it. It doesn't dig into you while you ride. It doesn't creep up and down on you while you ride like a kidney belt does. It stays right where it's supposed to. And with this pad, it's about a ½ inch thick closed cell foam pad. Takes all the shock out from when you're banging on the ruts. So when these guys are heading up the hill and bouncing around, they're not feeling it clear up into their shoulders like they do if they just wear a normal kidney belt.
Well, man, I've got a problem with my knee. Have you got something for that?
We do. We've got the knee thing. We've got knee things, ankle things, thumb things, back things. The knee thing here, it's a neoprene wrap. It's not it's similar to a pull-on, except you can put this on next to your skin, in between layers, over clothing. You don't have to take your shoe on and off to deal with it. And what everybody really likes about it, two things: it doesn't move around like a pull-on will, and then the area behind your knee stays open, so it won't pinch on you like a pull-on type race will.
That's real good.
All right.
And you've got thumb things and all kinds of things.
Yeah, we do. If you're falling apart anywhere at all, if you're falling apart at the seams, get a hold of us. We've got something for you. Number's 1-800-279-7123. People can find that right on the back of the video. And look for us in the magazines. We're easy to find, and we're right here in our backyard for a change, right here in Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Well, man, if you go over the handlebars, have you got a thing?
If the thumb thing will fit, you can use that.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
is it true that this is a borrowed sled?
Yeah, more or less.
What are you going to tell him when you bring the sled back?
Fell off the trailer on the way home.